I'm still not sure why this pen has a yellow cap, but we'll figure it out, or maybe we won't. Hey everybody, today I am taking a look at two different types of pens that are both under the Pilot Razor Point line. Now this guy right here with the yellow cap, oh, and I just have my answer to it right here, yellow cap original since 1974, good to know. These Pilot Razor Point pens are ones that I am familiar with, I have used them over the years, and then this set I got when I was searching on Amazon. This is Pilot Razor Point Liquid Ink Marker Pen. Now this guy I've been using for the past couple of weeks. I actually was using a different one and then I lost it. So this is the second one from this pack that I'm using. These guys I have not touched at all. Let's take a look at these. So we'll start with this guy right here. So this is the Pilot Razor Point. Now this, according to the back of the box, is America's first marker pen, backed by demand, like 1974, classic fiber point marker, blah, blah, blah. It's available in black, blue, red, green, and purple inks. According to what I found on Amazon, you can get a pack that has 2 black pens, a blue and a red, or you can order any of the other colors in a 12-pack box, and I wasn't prepared to do that, although part of me really wants to order the blue and the purple, so I may wind up doing that. But I'm only going to be talking about the black from this line because that's the one that I have. This pack of 4 retails for $7.33 on Amazon as of today that I'm filming this, and you get 4 of them. They are ultra fine 0.3 millimeter point, and this is black vivid ink. Now, these guys right here are the Pilot Razor Point Liquid Ink Marker pens, and I have to wonder if they are similar to the Liquid Flares because they sound kind of similar. Liquid ink marker pens, that sounds very, very similar to the Liquid Flares. So maybe I'll pull some of those out depending on how it looks. Now, according to the manufacturer, these guys are a more updated version of the Pilot Razor Point, and they have a plastic nib with a long-lasting ink supply. According to the website, these guys, these razor points, are 0.5 millimeter tip, and they come in an 8-pack of colors. Now on Amazon, you can get these in black, red, or blue in a 12-pack box, or you can get this 8-count set. And I should rephrase, these are the V razor point. Now there are also some other Pilot fineliners that I do not have right now that I'm going to try and get my hands on before I do my big wrap-up in May. But for now, these are the guys we're going to look at. Looking on the website, the only claim that I can test the Razor Point fine line marker pen is one with the yellow cap. The patented tip design ensures crisp, clean, quick drying lines. So we will test the quick drying, but other than that, their biggest thing is that they have long-lasting performance and smooth writing capabilities. Now for the long-lasting performance, I will say that I have been using this pen for at least 2 weeks, not this one, but the one I lost, for 2 weeks in my bullet journal, almost exclusively, including for most of my doodling and lettering. The tip hadn't bent, no signs of wearing out. So at the very least for 2 weeks, I was getting a lot of use out of one of these. But if you lose it, I guess it's not so long lasting. I can't say the same for these because I haven't tried them yet. So let's move this to the side. We got this guy, but let's take out the black one of these. And they come in a pouch, which they always say is like, ooh, it's a pouch, but I like to transfer my pens to other places. So pouches are not something that sells me on any of this, I will say. This is my Rhodia dot pad that I've been using for testing pens lately. So I'm gonna write yellow cap because that's gonna be how I tell the difference. Well, there is a difference in size in terms of the tip, but it's not a huge difference, but it is a difference. Right off the bat, I like writing with this V razor point better. It feels a little bit less scratchy almost. Let me try that again. No, I lied. This one feels more scratchy. However, this one also feels maybe a slightly bit more cushiony as opposed to stiff, which this one, and this one's been used a few times. This one isn't new. Either way though, these are both very nice fine liners to write with. So let's take a look at the barrel, shall we? This Pilot Razor Point yellow cap, it just looks like a very 1970s pen. Like they're not lying. Like it's kind of gray and sparkly, like almost like got a marbly litness with the yellow cap, which some of you have commented on in my bullet journal videos. Why are you writing yellow ink? Oh wait, that's not yellow ink. Now this one looks a lot more like a Uniball, the what is it? Or the Uniball, like the Vision Elite. I don't know if I have one of those quick to my hand right now. No, I don't have one of those easily accessible, but like the silver barrel with like the black on it, like this looks like a fancier pen than this one. And it feels a little bit more like a fancier pen. I like the visible ink supply because that's a handy situation. I'm gonna quickly write out the colors of these Pilot V razor points. Okay, the first thing that I want to say, and I should have said this up front, is that when I said I thought that they would be like a Papermate Liquid Flare because of the way that they were described, I was wrong. I'm going to show you a difference. So we've got the Papermate Liquid Flare and the Pilot Razor Point. Their nibs are not the same. They are not the same. They also don't write the same. Though they are both super comfortable, I will say that I think I find the Pilot, these ones, the V razor points, more comfortable than the Liquid Flares. Now looking at the back, I don't see much in the way of bleeding, and I don't see much in the way of like ink spooging. Yeah. Which is really nice. I don't appreciate that when that does happen. But my first impression of writing these out, I swear to God, was that they look like teacher pens. These look like the colors a teacher would use. I don't know why. I have no idea why that I'm thinking that. It's just, I got a distinct impression that this pack is an excellent pack of pens for teachers. The second thought is, and again, I'm gonna go back to those Papermate Flare pens because I was curious to see if the same thing would happen with these that happened with those. These colors all go together. There are no weird, bright fluorescent colors. Every single color in here fits together. They are all vibrant and beautiful. They're comfortable to write with. Like, I think I'm in love with these pens, at least thus far. To tell you which one is my favorite, it's kind of hard. Yeah. But I think I love the purple. So bright and so pretty. The blue is gorgeous. Makes me want to almost try a blue week in my planner. And I will tell you that the turquoise and the pink are both so vibrant and stunning. Sometimes turquoises and pinks tend to be a little bit pale. These ones are very, very bright. And I absolutely love that. Now I want to take a few seconds and test out how quickly these dry because I am curious. So we're going to start with the Pilot Razor Point, the original one right on top. And that smeared quite a bit. And this is the Pilot V razor point. Oh, they both smear like a motherfucker. I don't know if these are left-handed friendly at all. I'm gonna write just a little bit more. And I'll write this one on the bottom. So the top one, the razor point, the original, dries faster. This one is very inky, so I imagine that it takes some time for it to dry. So I would say, and again, this will come up more when I have my left-handed daughter test these out when I do the Thunderdome in May. I keep mentioning that, I swear, but people have asked me when it's gonna be, and I'm pretty much sure it's gonna be in May. Anyway, we're gonna have my lefty daughter test and do the lefty test again for people, and my guess will be that this guy is going to come out over this guy, but I don't think either of them are necessarily going to beat out some of the others. And I will say that I did notice some smudging with this one when I was doodling. If you look in here, you can see Bart looks like he's kind of stoned because he's got like a cloudy eye. That's not because he was smoking the marijuana. That was because my hand smeared it. There's something you should know. I'm going to test these in the back of my Scribbles That Matter and in the back of my Erin Condren to see if they are planner friendly. Now, I will say I don't need to do too much testing with this guy, the yellow cap one, because I've already been using it in my planner, and as you can see right here, there's not really any bleeding. There's a little bit of shadowing, but not much. But that was this one with the yellow cap. Here in my Scribbles That Matter, you can see again, like there's a little bit of shadowing, but no more than any other pen that I use in my Scribbles That Matter. I just write razor. And then I'm gonna write V razor. And then I am going to just do all of the colors underneath it so that we get a look at all of them. Oh, I saw some spooge, little bit of spooge there with the black, with the brown. I feel like the purple spooged a little bit too. I'm just looking for excuses to use the word spooge. Yeah. Blue spooged a little bit too, and so did the green. Pink and turquoise spooge free. Okay, so here is what they look like here, and let's flip them over and take a look. So the brown spooge bled through. So did the spooges. I'm gonna keep saying spooge. The brown, the blue, and the green all bled a little bit where the spooge was, but the rest of it was just like a regular amount of shadowing. The same amount of shadowing for the black, the original razor and the V razor in black, and then the rest of these barely shadowed at all. It was just where the ink spooged out at the beginning. So I guess my suggestion would be, if you're gonna use these in a planner like an Erin Condren, to be careful. Like, they don't shadow except at the beginning when they might spooge out ink, and so that might be where you might run into problems. So I would say that they are not planner unfriendly, but they are planner risky, maybe is the best way to put it. So we'll test the Scribbles That Matter as well. Looking for the spooge. I feel like a little tiny bit of spooge at the start of the purple.
Yeah.
The brown and the green and the blue. Again, pink and turquoise and red, not so much. The issue that we're running into with bleeding comes from that very first moment that you put the pen down, and it gives a little bit of an ink spooge, but the rest of it seems to be about as shadowy as the razor, which is not very much. To me, that's not a big deal. Like, I don't have a problem with that amount of shadowing in my planners, but if you do, then these may not be the pens for you. One of the reasons I should have kept this out, but one of the reasons that I like felt tips over gel pens is that I'm heavy-handed. I don't get that feeling of like indentation. Like there's a little tiny bit of it there, but not very much. When I write with gel pens, I indent the fuck out of my pages. Like you can turn it over and damn near read it in Braille. And with these guys, any kind of felt pens, not just these guys, I don't have as much of a problem with that. And these guys wrote really smooth. Overall, I'm gonna say, I fucking like these. Like spoogie notwithstanding, these colors are sexy. They are bright and beautiful. They are everything I love in a pen. They feel really comfortable to write with, and I actually can see myself utilizing the hell out of these. I'm going to continue to use this guy in my bullet journal for a while to evolve my feeling and to see just how long it'll run. These guys may show up in my planner or my bullet journal as well because I really like how they feel. I will also add, as a heavy-handed person, that in the time I was using this guy over the last couple of weeks, not only did the ink not run out, but the nib didn't flatten out, which can be a problem with fine liners. The smushiness of a nib when you've kind of broken it down and it either starts to fold over or kind of splay out or just get kind of soft and not so precise anymore. But I will update you as I use these, since it's going to be another month and a half or so before that big comparison video that'll give me some time to figure out whether or not these nibs are going to fold under my pressure. I hope that if you try these, you let me know how you think in the comments. I will try and get my hands on the other Pilot fine liners and either get a review solo of them or at least add them in when I test everything out in May. Leave any suggestions you have for fine liners you want me to take a look at down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.